Hey y'all, and welcome to How to Stay at Home Ec. So it is 6 o'clock at my house, and Jeremy is in another room. He has engagements, something that will keep him busy until late or at night. And so I have the evening to myself. And I thought that, I was thinking about dinner. And then I went outside with the dogs for a minute and I found out that I had cucumbers on my cucumber plant, which is really exciting, in my side garden. So I ate one of those because I was just excited. I cut it right up and ate it. And so now I'm thinking about dinner and I just don't really know what to eat. I'm fending for myself, which I don't have a problem with. We have leftovers, which was the plan for this evening. But I thought that I would come to you guys today because the way that I've decided to start off my girls' night in, my single girls' night in, is by delighting myself with a little cheese plate. And so for those of you who I've been talking to, I've been really getting into cheese lately. I've had a really fun time with learning about cheeses and different kinds of cheeses, and I've been making cheese plates, and it's just been a lot of fun. I've kind of played around with different motifs, and so I'm not going to tell you a lot about cheese tonight, but we're going to build a cheese plate. So I have a plate. This is a smaller plate situation. I may have too much stuff actually to fit on this plate, but because it's just me, I'm choosing a smaller plate so that I don't fill it full of munchies and then not be able to eat it all. I do love snacking on cheese plates the morning after a cheese plate situation. I know that maybe that's weird to you, but I love cheese plate leftovers. But for today, I'm going to try to keep it to one plate so that I don't have a whole lot of leftovers. So the first thing that I start off with on a cheese plate is the cheese. And you build your cheese plate around the cheeses that you choose. Today I have picked up Lamb Chopper by Cypress Grove. It seems to be a sheep's milk. I wouldn't even call it I guess I'd call it maybe semi-soft. And a goat's cheese. This is goat cheese with smoky pepper jelly from Vermont Creamery. And I like to put the soft cheese in the middle. So goat's cheese, I like to have a focal point, something in the center. And so I'm going to take this whole bit, and you can smell it right now. When I smell it, you can tell the pepper jelly. It's real. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put it right in the center of this plate. I'm trying not to touch it, but that's just so that it will look pretty at the end. So I put it in the center. I've got my focal point, and I'm going to build around this. Now, I actually thought a couple of times, like, do I really want 2 cheeses? This smells so good. I'm just not really sure if I need 2 cheeses. This is a lot of cheese, even just for me. But I love having more than 1 cheese. We'll see. If there's room, we'll add this cheese. Otherwise, we'll have that another day. So I've got my pepper jelly goat cheese. And with that, I'm going to go with some pepperonis. So this was a trick that one of my friends, she always has pepperonis on her cheese plates, and I absolutely love it. I also really love it with this pepper jelly goat cheese because it tastes kind of like pizza with the pepper jelly, and then with the pepperonis, it kind of gives it like a spicy, tomato-y, like almost like a spicy pepperoni pizza or like a soppressata, sort of a tingle. So I like that a lot. So I'm just laying some along the side, like so. All right, the next thing I'm going to go into is crunchies. So I like having crunchies on my plates. And that, for me, means today means some Marcona almonds. These are from Costco. I eat a bunch of them and I love them. They're naked, you can tell. So they're, I think, blanched, roasted, skinned. I don't know if they're, it looks like maybe not blanched, but roasted and seasoned with sea salt. These ones are not very oily. Sometimes you get Marcona almonds and they're made with like in a style where they're really oily. I actually really like that these aren't because they don't get my hands all, you know, weird. So there's that. Then I'm going to go with a little bit of sweet. So also got these from Costco, sun-dried figs. I think that it's going to be really great. Like, you kind of want to think about what goes well with your cheese, and what's going to pair well, but you also want to go with, this is a little bit spicy, and I'm going to want something to kind of balance it out. So sometimes the things that go with your cheeses can be like flavors, but they can also be opposite flavors, so that the balancing act, you know, lands right, so that you don't get too much of one flavor, basically. So I'm gonna take like 5 of these. That's probably too many, but this is what we got going on so far. All right. So the next thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on that sweet thing a little bit more. Costco times. Pistachio squares. So these are actually very slightly sweet and very slightly salty. I'm not going to put very many on there, just like a little handful. What I like about them is that they add color. They're that wicked kind of green, the green look, but also they're very crunchy, and they do have that like sweet and salty situation going on. And you can taste the pistachios. Sorry, my dog went crazy. The next thing that I'm going to put on is crackers. So I used to think that cheese plates were all about the crackers, but I find myself now always doing the crackers last, just because it's not as fun or something. I don't know. So in true form, we'll do it last. At Central Market, I bought some buffalo peanuts. So I'm going to take these little peanuts and I'm going to put them on our tray. And these are actually quite spicy. So this is going to amp that heat up just a little bit more. So this is what we've got. And then we've got just enough room for crackers. So I love crackers, especially with goat cheese, because when this comes up to room temp, I'm going to give it a minute to set. So that I can taste the cheesy flavors. Once this comes to room temp, it's going to be really easy to take these crackers and kind of spread the cheese on the cracker, or put a little bit of cheese on these crackers. And I don't know. I just think that it's nice to, you know, be able to dip a little bit. And this is getting your dip on. Okay. So I didn't use as many crackers as I thought. We actually didn't. Sorry, guys. We actually didn't use the second cheese. So I will save this for another day. Oh gosh, it just smells so good though. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have just a tiny bit of this cheese, okay? We'll just try to open it up so that we can close it back up again. I'm going to sprinkle a couple of bits, like, over top of our pretty situation, because it doesn't really have a place. So I'm just going to cut this little nib off, the little front nib, because this is going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Here's another thing. Sheep's milk it's got a little bit of a gamey flavor. It can be kind of creamy. This smells nice and creamy. It almost smells a little bit smoked. And that's going to play really well with what we've got going on this plate. And it's going to be nice to have something to eat that's not so spicy, that's not sweet, it's not salty, it's going to be nice and creamy, so it's going to bring down the heat a little bit of all the little heaty things that we've got going on. So I just took the little nib off of that. I've got this. And you can really, with your cheeses, you can cut them into any shapes that you want. I think I'm going to cut this into like little cubes. I just cut it in half, and I'm going to cut it down into just little nibs. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's going to be nice. And I'm going to put these in and around. I don't think that this is actually, the in and around thing is not classic cheese etiquette, because everything is touching everything else. But I'm doing it because, like I said, I didn't really have a place for my extra cheese. So I'm just making a little space. Okay. So this is my girls' night cheese times. I'm going to put the knife away. So this is what I've got. Let's take a look. All right, so this is what we've got. My cheese plate and also the remote. So I'm ready. So we've got pepper jelly goat cheese. We've got pepperonis and Marcona almonds and pistachio squares. These are my favorite crackers. So let's see, it will be 12 o'clock for you guys. They're a nut thin almond cracker by Blue Diamond, super crunchy. There's buffalo peanuts and figs. And I've just arranged them in a circle in a really beautiful way. And then we've got, it looks like the Cypress Grove lamb. Oh, I forgot what it was called. Lamb something. Lamb chopper. Yeah, lamb chopper. It's a joke, I guess. I don't know what the joke is, but it's a joke. So this is what I'm going to indulge in. I don't know if I'm going to need dinner after this, but I'm really excited to show this to you guys. So this would be enough for 2 people. If Jeremy and I were hanging out tonight, like, it would be enough for both of us, but tonight it's going to be enough for me. Cheese is fun. It really is. And I think that when you're creating a cheese plate, the things that you want to think about are, what are the flavors that you're going with? And if you don't really know, it's great to have a couple of staples in your cupboard to be able to put with most cheeses. So we always have crackers. We always have these Marcona almonds. We always have these figs, at least for right now. We're starting to carry the pepperonis because pepperoni is a great flavor with cheese. And then I get like little vittles in the inside, new things. You can have like chocolate covered peanuts, or even like little pieces of chocolate if you like chocolate and cheese. You can have fruits. So like little slices of apple would be delish. Some blueberries or blackberries would be really tasty. So there's a lot of options for you to even take away a little bit of a protein and add in a little bit more of like a fruit situation. And I may even get myself a little bowl of melon. I've got some melon in the fridge, and that sounds really tasty right now. So I think the things to make sure of are that you have little crunchies and things to make yourself excited about eating the little bits and pieces. I think that it's great to have different textures, different colors. Even when you're just sporting one cheese, it can really be a beautiful assortment. And don't discount your favorite things. If you have a favorite snack, a favorite crunchy snack, then go for that. We, in one of our cheese classes, we paired like fiery cheese curl or something with a cheese as a pairing in like a formal setting. And that just goes to show you that your favorite things have a place on a cheese plate. It may be weird, but it's you, and so we're going to own that today. I hope you guys make yourself a cheese plate. or just a plate of little Snick Snacks so that you can enjoy your day. I'm going to go dive into this, and I will see you on the next episode of How to Stay at Home Ec.